Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I am at Enchanted Rock State Natural Area, which seems like an odd name to me because it is part of the Texas State Park system, and it is very much a developed park and has campgrounds that I'm going to show you. This is at the beginning of the hiking area, the trail that goes up to the top of the rock. Respect the rock, protect yourself, and don't exhaust yourself. Very good advice. They have some telescopes here too. A couple of them where you can put 50 cents in and have the same kind of view, I think, that I can get in my video camera.
That explains all the broken stuff.
There are 4 placards at the beginning of the trail. If you want to read this, you can just pause the video. This is the beginning of the trail to walk up to the top of the rock. They're very strict on the rules here. I just saw a sign that said, "No mountain bikes allowed, foot traffic only." And here's a sign that says, "No pets allowed." Now they told me that it's 10 to 20 degrees hotter on the top of the mound there. So apparently in this part of the country, the higher elevation you go, the hotter it gets. I don't quite get that, but that's what they said at the front office. I did climb to the top many years ago, and back when I was in my 20s. But today, I just don't feel like it. It's August and it's really hot. And that is, it's not a steep climb, but it is a long, hard climb getting up there. But that's what most people come here to do, is to climb to the top of Enchanted Rock. These steps go up to that gazebo there where they have the placards and the big sign. So you have to climb down the steps and then work your way up. Up to the top of Enchanted Rock. And you can see a lot of people there getting pretty close to the top. That is the main mound that people climb up to, but then it's really kind of widespread. The rock mound area goes quite a distance north and south there. I'm standing on top of a small mound here, and there's a lot of these indentions that can create puddles of water when it rains. That's what it looks like at top. There's a lot of these, so you have to be careful how you walk, because you could be stepping in potholes constantly. In fact, this mound that I'm on now is a fairly wide one. It goes over to the left there. So this is a good example of what it looks like up top. But then, of course, once you're up there, you get to see the whole countryside. There's also a smaller but much steeper mound of rock right there. They let you climb up on these rocks anywhere you want. There's nobody out here giving guides or anything. Everybody is just on their own. As you can see here, a lot of it is very chunky, but then on the main rock, it gets fairly smooth. Up here is a big piece that looked like it got sliced off from someplace. Wow, these two guys went up there carrying backpacks. Who knows what's in there? That's a lot of stuff to carry going up this rock. This is the parking lot and a picnic area. Right near the beginning of the trail, there's a restroom building, and it is called the Summit Trail to the summit of the rock. Here is some more of those annoying signs. And this one says primitive camping 2 miles. And I guess the reason it says primitive camping is because, well, that's what it is. But this here is the camping area. I'm not sure if the camping sites are individually assigned, but there are some tables that are covered. I think you can pitch a tent anywhere in here that you want. And here is the parking lot for the tent campers. There's a fairly widespread area where you can pitch a tent. You can also do a lot of hiking in this area. There's some rocks there that go up not too high. And then there is another leveled off rock area. So you can do a lot of hiking near the campgrounds as well. There is a creek that goes through the park, and they said that it does flood on occasion when they have flash floods, I guess. Over on this side, it is very, very small, the water that's coming across the bridge. But you get a heavy rain, and I guess this would look more like a river than a creek. Now they do have RV parking right next to the front office. Several spaces with some pretty long spaces here. But unfortunately, as they told me, they do not allow you to park overnight. She said they have a security guard who will chase you out at 10 p.m. However, you could still tent camp. If you're here in your RV, you have a tent, you could still park maybe here or take your RV down to the tent camping area and just tent it for the night if you really wanted to stay here. Well, that's just a brief overview of the Enchanted Rock State Natural Area. If you're in the Central Texas area, like it's about 20 some miles north of the town of Fredericksburg, which is a fairly good sized town for this area. It has a Walmart Supercenter. There are several tourist things to see in Fredericksburg, so that would be fun to do. And then come here at Enchanted Rock. If it's in the summer, you probably want to be here real early in the morning or late in the day, because it does get pretty hot here in the summer. So that's another interesting thing to do in Texas. Good day, folks.